crafters, welcome back to my channel because I'm crafty. My name's Katelyn and today I'm going to talk to you guys about my holiday capsule wardrobe that I made and wore in London, and it's also going to double up as my June plan, or my June make, because pretty much this is everything that I made in June. So let's get into my capsule wardrobe. So I went outside and took some shots of me wearing each of the outfits and items, and some of them are paired up with some ready-to-wear items. There's a few thrifted items, some ready-to-wear just brand new off the shelf, but most of them I did have to alter them in some way. So I will tell you about that as we go through, and I will leave as many of the patterns and info in the description box down below that I can. There's a few I don't know that I'll be able to link, like this one here because it's a vintage pattern and I'm not sure if it's available online anywhere. But I'll give you the number and everything so you can look it up if you're interested. But most of them were free PDF patterns or PDF patterns that I bought. And yeah, they turned out really well. As you may have seen in a last few videos, quite a few actually, I talked about how I based it off of that really colorful print that I bought in Rwanda. And so I took the colors out of there and made some other things to go with it. So I'll probably be adding on to it, honestly, and just making some more like bottoms because I didn't make very many bottoms to go with the tops. But I did need a lot of tops just in general, so that's kind of why I made more tops. So of course with all of these outfits I can mix and match them. I didn't go through all of the outfits and mix and match to see how many outfits I could come up with. I just put in the examples of what I wore while I was there, and then as I pop in the videos I'll also put in a few photos that I took while I was there. I had originally planned to try and film this video while I was there, but we were just going crazy trying to see everything, and I didn't want to take up too much time by stopping and filming my outfits. And you know, I didn't bring my tripod, of course, so I would have had to ask my mom to do it, and she's just not super comfortable with the camera, so I just decided to come back and do that. So I'll stop blabbering and let's get into the outfits. So I'm just looking at my computer here. I'm not sure you can kind of see it, but the first one I wanted to show you guys was this vintage pattern. I believe I talked about this in my June plans. I'm not sure that I made it yet, but this is a Butterick 4188, and this was the size 12. I don't think there's a date on this one. I thought I seen one earlier, but maybe there's not. But it is originally $1.35 Canadian and $1.25 US, so it's a fairly old vintage pattern. But it is the, I'm not sure, but I'll put in a little close-up photo as well of it. I did view B, but I think that view B and A are the same. It's just they did something different with the sleeve, so I'm not really sure how that worked out. I think they had two different sleeves in the pattern, but I did the more like flowy sleeve, and I don't think I really modified it that much. I think the only thing that I did do is move the bust dart from the side seam because it was up really high, so I did lower it a bit, but I think everything else came together pretty well. I think I added interfacing to a few more spots than what it required, but worked out really well. So in the video here, I'm wearing it with a pair of ready-to-wear pants that I got from Winners, that I ended up taking the waist off and making it smaller and then adding it back on. But it's got the gathers in the front, kind of like a placket going on, and the flowy gathered sleeves, and then I think the neckline I did drop a little bit because it was a bit high. And this is the green dotted fabric that I bought from Fabricland that was left over from my Handmade summer dress. So that's how I used up the rest of that. And then I just wore a light camisole underneath so it wasn't completely see-through. So that one was super easy and turned out really well. I enjoyed that one. It was nice and light and flowy and good for the weather. And the next top I made is actually the Smiley Samantha Dress pattern. I have yet to make it in the dress, but I really wanted to make the top with it. So I had originally seen Hattie's photo on Instagram where she hacked it into a top and added like a band to the bottom that kind of came around and twisted into the bow. And so that black bottom piece that you see on the peplum was actually my band at first, and then I decided once I finished it that I didn't really like it, so I took it off and sewed them together. And I had a really long piece because I'd originally also used that for the like bow tie that I sewed in as well, but it was too big and heavy and long, like it was like that wide, so it didn't look right. So I took it off, sewed it together, and made like a gathered peplum. And then I also sewed in serged in an elastic to that seam as well, just to hold its shape, because that fabric is heavier than the body of it. And then I used that black cotton lycra for the band of the neck as well. So that fabric I actually got from the Creative Festival at the Lens Mills booth, and it was a bamboo jersey. It feels amazing, but for some reason it washed a little funny, like it looks like I need to take a lint roller to it. But at the same time nothing really comes off, so it kind of looks gray. When I first bought it, it was like black, and I washed it with some like Color Protect detergent with other black things, and for some reason it comes out like that every time. So I had wished it would have stayed the same, because it kind of looks a little bit different with the black bands, but I still love the top. It's super comfy. There's nothing wrong with the pattern. The only thing I did was I did like kind of top stitch that band up until like just above my bust, so that it wouldn't flap open, because the pattern I think called just like you can tack it or something to hold it in place if you feel you need to, but I just sewed it up all the way, just so then it wouldn't be like open down here and then just tacked up here. So I'm really excited to make that in an actual dress like it was meant to be. But I do think the girls came out with a modified pattern kind of update for the Samantha dress, and then they came out with the Abby jumpsuit add-on, which I really want to purchase because I like that style together and how they did it. All their pictures on Instagram are really beautiful, but I haven't purchased it yet, so I'll get to that soon. And this next top is the cross hem tee from Winter Wear Designs. I believe if you go onto their Facebook group you can get a code to get this pattern for free. If you don't, then you have to pay for it. I think it was $9 or something like that, but I did get the free code. So it's just a traditional tee. It does have a v-neck and scoop neck version, and then at the bottom it has a kind of two-lipped hem and then an add-on piece for the side. I was originally thinking of doing a contrast color for that, but I just went with the same pink color, and then I top stitched my neckband and everything with the double needle. So it turned out really well. It was super comfy. I definitely could go down a size because it is a lot, like, it is quite blousy, but it's super comfortable. And then the pants are like an athletic wear pants from Winners that I also took the elastic off the waist and made it smaller. But I really like them for the detail on the leg with the little bow, and of course they have pockets. So this was my kind of airport outfit coming home, and I did wear the t-shirt at another time in the week, so super comfy outfit. And the next one, you guys have seen this top, is the button back blouse from Love Sewing Magazine, another free PDF pattern that I talked about in that video. This was also the top I made to go with the Sew Over Ultimate trousers for the hashtag Little Lawn Party spring outfit. And I remember saying then that I probably could have went a size down because it was pulling weird in the shoulders because it was too wide. So before I went to London, I did adjust this. So I removed the sleeves from like mid-cap to mid-cap, front and back, and I cut about 1 inch off of the shoulder and the top of the armhole, and then I re-sewed it back on, and it's much better, so much better. And yeah, so you guys have seen this top before, and I just paired it with these thrifted pair of culottes or palazzo pants I just got these right before the trip and I wore them a few times and they're so comfortable. I can totally understand why everyone's loving culottes because I didn't have a pair before these. So I'm super excited to continue to wear those. And I did just buy the Ultimate culottes from Sew Over It, so I'm super excited to get that pattern printed. And here are the Ultimate trousers from Sew Over It out of my base fabric for my kind of inspiration for this capsule wardrobe. Again, I did buy this in Rwanda. It's a stretch cotton, super easy to work with. I can't remember what size I cut out of the Ultimate trousers, but I definitely had to adjust them a lot once I got like almost finished. I tried them on and I was like, whoa, these are huge. So I'm not sure if it printed a little bit bigger than it was supposed to and I should have cut out the smallest size. But once I made my adjustments, they're totally fine. Super comfortable. I've worn them a ton of times and every time I wear them I always get compliments. And I like that I can wear pretty much any color with them. I can wear, you know, a nice black cardigan, which is something I already owned in my wardrobe that I had in that little video. Or I can wear a bright pink top, a white top, black top, whatever. It's totally versatile. So the next one is this full, pretty much me-made outfit. The jacket is the crop blazer from Mood Fabrics website, their free PDF pattern, and then the bottom is the what I believe was called the summer shorts, and then I think they got called spring shorts, and then now they're drawstring shorts or something, but they're from Peppermint Magazine, their free PDF pattern. They also turned out really well. There are a few changes that I would do to both of them. For example, the pattern for the jacket I had to make a few adjustments to. I would definitely go back and kind of walk the pattern and double check it. The sleeve looked tiny in the cap, and so I made it wider, but then I made it too wide, so I had to gather it in the top, which is fine, but it has a little bit more volume that I would like. But when I measured the cap, it was like, you know, it probably would have barely fit over my arm, like it looked way too small. And then the lining part is kind of pulling at the back, so it's not too bad. I did top stitch it to kind of hold it down, but I definitely would have kind of changed the pattern so that that wouldn't happen. And the shorts, I really do like the shorts, but I do think that next time I would take some volume out of them. They are elasticated waist, they're kind of meant to be blousy and big, but for me they're just a little bit too big for my liking. I do think they look okay with the right kind of outfit, and I like this kind of style together, but I think next time I would take some volume out of these shorts. So I used the leftover green cotton lining from my Handmade summer dress and put that in the jacket, and then I used the leftover black from my Odgen Cami dress, which you'll see in a minute, for the shorts, and then paired it with the rest of the Katelyn fabric from Rwanda. And this next one, there's our dog Scooter, and I made the Bibi Skirt from Tilly and the Button stretch book. My friend Leanne let me borrow it, and so I picked this pattern to make out of it. And I bought this stretch fabric from the Lens Mills booth again at the Creative Festival, and it's kind of got a houndstooth look to it, so I thought it would look really cute in that style. And then the jacket is the go-to jacket from Patterns for Pirates, which I bought a while ago, and it's kind of like a bomber jacket style. I chose the side seam pockets because there's a few different variations. And the pink fabric I got from Fabricland. It's got like a silky side to it, so I thought that would be nice for the inside, so it's kind of acts like a lining because it's slippery. And then the kind of accent cuffs and neckline is a kind of spandexy fabric with like a printed lace on it, and I also got that at the Lens Mills booth from the Creative Festival. So I really like both of those together. I wore the bomber jacket so much over there just to have on me in case I got cold or whatever. So I definitely got a lot of wear out of that. And I love the Bibi skirt. It's so, so cute. And the next one you guys have seen, my Handmade summer dress, the lime green and polka dot dress. This is a shirt dress from Love Sewing Magazine. Again, another free pattern. I think I'm going to go back and take it in a bit in the waist. Just kind of go from the bust to kind of mid-skirt and take it in all of the seams, because it's got princess seam lines and side seams, so there's a lot of places that I could take it in, because it is a little bit big in the waist area. With the kind of belt that it comes with in the pattern, it's not too bad, but that is something that I would like to go back and do. The other thing I did different was I didn't add the sleeve that the pattern came with. I just added like this kind of ruffly piece. But if you guys want to learn more about that one, you can check out that video. And the next one is my Odgen Cami dress. I bought the pattern because I really wanted to make a dress with it, and I just have this black fabric that I got from Fabricland. It kind of acts like a crepe, but it's not a crepe. It's very smooth. But I thought that would flow really nice, and I originally made it to go underneath the lace top that I wore to an event. But I just wanted to show you it separate. So I just cut out the Odgen Cami and followed the side seam along with the ruler. But that made it quite wide after I finished it. So I did go back and take it in after. And then I also have like a slight high-low hem with it as well. And then you can see here with the lace top over it. And if you guys want to learn more about how I made this lace top, you can check out, I did do a video on tips with sewing with lace. But this was kind of my main idea of how I wanted to wear with the Odgen Cami. And then I used that pink fabric that I made the cross hem tee out of for the neckband, and then the rest is just the lace. So I really like how that one turned out. I wore this top a few times on the trip with just a cami underneath and a pair of shorts, and so it's very versatile that way as well. So that is all of my outfits that I had in my capsule wardrobe. So I had the green top, the smiley Samantha Dress hack top, the pink lace top, the cross hem tee top, and I think that was it for tops. And then I had the go-to jacket from Patterns for Pirates, the mood jacket, the crop blazer, and then I had the ultimate trousers and the summer shorts. So 2 bottoms, 2 jackets, 4 tops, I believe, and then the 2 dresses, which was the Handmade summer dress, the green dress, and the Odgen Cami dress. So that was all that I made for my capsule wardrobe. It was actually a lot more items than I had originally anticipated, but I really had a goal while I was there that I wanted to wear one me-made item every day, whether it was just the go-to jacket or, oh, and I had the Bibi skirt too, so 3 bottoms, or, you know, a skirt, a pair of shorts, or just a top. But I did try and pair some of them up as much as I could. But I really am happy with all the things that I made, and I kind of have like a little new summer wardrobe to take with me for the rest of the season. So I'm super happy with how everything turned out. If you guys have any pattern suggestions that you are loving this summer, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. In terms of my July plans, this video is kind of going up mid to late July. So I really haven't been sewing that much. We have been having kids sewing camp at work, so it has been crazy. So by the end of the day, I'm just like, no more sewing. I can't do any more. My brain is like fried. The first week we had 10 kids. This week, as I'm filming this, I think we have 8 or 9 currently signed up, but sometimes we always get a few that come on the day of. But 10 is our max because it's just like way too many kids in one room. But it's so exciting, and I did a little poll on Instagram asking you guys if you wanted to see the things that they've been making. So I'll make a few posts on Instagram with some pictures of what they made. But basically the concept for that is they come in and they can make whatever they want. Joanne, who owns the shop, she will help them cut it out, I'll help them find fabric, and then we'll put it all together for them. So other makes for July that I'm going to make, I did mention in my Sew Over It fabric haul. So I'll just mention it here quickly if you haven't seen that. I have a mother of the bride dress to copy for my cousin's wedding. I have to make an outfit to wear to that wedding. which I'll have something on Instagram where you guys can help me decide on what pattern and what fabric to use from Sew Over It, the fabric that I bought there. What else do I have to make? I just got in a bunch of stuff from Urban Custom Fabrics, so I have all that fabric to work with as well. What else do I want to make this month? I also have the Rosy Dress pattern, and Lisa from Sew Over It, I think she posted on her Sew Over It channel, talked about the Rosy Dress and Ultimate Culottes hack. That's a mouthful. And I thought that would be a really amazing combination because I did buy the Ultimate Culottes recently and I bought the Rosy Dress while I was in London, so I thought maybe those would work together really well because I loved her example. It was so beautiful. So I might do that. But other than that, I don't know, I might just be taking a bit of a break this month and trying to edit and work on different videos. If you guys want to see anything about that Mother of the Bride dress that I'm copying, it's a lace overlay dress. So if you guys want to know anything about that, let me know in the comments down below and maybe I can film some info about that. But again, let me know if you have any pattern recommendations that you are loving. So my battery is about to run out and now the air conditioning is on, so it's probably pretty loud in the background, so I should definitely end this video now. So before you leave, make sure to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it and add any comments down below. And I'll see you next time, crafters. Bye! Scooter, do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to add? You didn't get any outfits, did you? I'm sorry. Maybe one day, huh? You go, boy. Go get the birdies. Bye-bye. Say bye.